Escape to the action at Seminole Casino Immokalee. It is Vegas style 24/7 because just like Vegas, Seminole Casino never closes. It is pure entertainment anytime you want, and it is truly where paradise wins. Lone Survivor, starring Mark Wahlberg, tells the story of 4 Navy SEALs on an ill-fated covert mission to neutralize a high-level Taliban operative who are ambushed by enemy forces. Based on the New York Times bestseller, this story of heroism, courage, and survival is directed by Peter Berg. Peter joins us now to talk more about this incredible film, Lone Survivor. Peter, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fabulous. It's great to have you on. I am so excited to talk to you. I just watched the film, and I have to start off by saying my husband, about 15 minutes into the movie, he stood up and never sat down through the rest of the movie. It is pretty intense.
He stood up?
He did. He stood the whole time. He was just kind of on edge watching it.
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
So tell us about the film and kind of give us the background on it and what brought this to the surface.
You know, I read Marcus Luttrell's book, Lone Survivor, and Marcus was the lone survivor, the man who made it off that mountain when 19 of his brothers died. And I was just so touched by the way he captured the love and the spirit and the brotherhood that existed between these men. And he did it for me in a way that completely divorced itself from politics. I wasn't thinking about whether it was a good war, whether it was a bad war. I don't think there ever are good wars, but certainly I wasn't thinking politically. I was just focused on the love that these men have for each other. And I wanted to be able to help Marcus on his journey, which is to let people know what happened to his brothers on that mountain. I wanted to be a part of that, so I campaigned very hard to get the rights. Marcus gave them to me, and this has been, you know, about a 5-year journey for me, and I'm just very, very happy that the movie's come out, and it seems to be being received so well by our country.
I have seen a lot of positive attention with it. I think you did a phenomenal job at getting that message through of showing the love. It goes through so many emotions watching it. And word on the street is that a lot of other Navy SEALs out there say, watching it themselves, just how realistic it is. And a lot of times when you see a movie and it says based on a true story, it's not necessarily completely to the T. But how realistic is this film to what really happens on the lines?
If you read Marcus's book, which has been vetted quite thoroughly, and you look at the after-action reports, you read the autopsy reports of the soldiers whose bodies were recovered, you know, these are all things that we did as a filmmaking team. We worked very hard to capture the reality that Luttrell described in detail in his book. We spent a lot of time researching the SEAL community. I got to go to Iraq for a month and in bed with the Navy SEAL platoon. We had, at any given point, between 4 and 6 Navy SEALs on the set at all times, serving as consultants, and we gave them permission to stop shooting if they saw something that was wrong or not accurate. We felt that it was very important that when this film come out, that not only the Navy SEAL community feels that we've gotten it right, but the families of the 19 soldiers who lost their lives that day, that they felt that we had gotten it right. So we didn't want to play around with the facts, and we tried to get it as right as possible.
And Peter, correct me if I'm wrong, but the feeling that I really got from it was you're not necessarily saying this is pro-war, but you really just want people to know and be aware of what really happens. And I think that you really, in my perspective, wanted all of us out there to just appreciate what it is that they really do for us out there.
That's 100% accurate. You know, I think I don't know anybody that's ever been pro-war. You know, I think that's an oxymoron to me. I mean, war is obviously a brutal, horrible, violent, terrible thing. That being said, there are bad people out there. There are people who do not wish us well, and I think we are blessed to have men like Marcus Luttrell, like Mike Murphy, Danny Dietz, Matt Axelson, men that are willing to put themselves in between us so that we can enjoy this life that we have in America. There are people willing to put themselves between us and that kind of evil. And I wanted to focus on the character of those people and not deal with the politics of this conflict.
And as we close here quickly, I've just been dying to ask this question. When it comes to directors in these types of films, which I am just absolutely glued to, how can you share that much information? I mean, are you giving away any of our secrets when it comes to our military or breaching our security measures?
No, I mean, for me, I was provided with access to the special operations community with the understanding that, you know, if I observed something that was classified or I observed something that could compromise the safety and the security of our military, I would not put that in the script. And if you look at Lone Survivor, and it's been now viewed by so many members of the military, there's nothing in that film that's going to really, you know, compromise the integrity of our soldiers, and nor would I, or obviously, or I believe any of my colleagues want to do that unless they clearly had some sort of agenda that I personally can't understand.
Peter, it was an incredible film. If you haven't seen it, Lone Survivor, you must check it out. Congratulations on the film. I know it has been a success. We thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And for more information, you can always log on to our website about this segment. That's going to be at fox4morningblend.com. Baby boomers, get your boom on. Up next, how an exciting place to share is bringing people together. But first, a look at your Fox forecast and news headlines.